my dear students. Today we are going to discuss the last topic of chapter 9, that is states of matter. So let's discuss the last topic. In the previous video we had discussed the sugar is getting dissolved into the water, okay, and we are getting sugar solution. But the second thing, just take the sand, okay, sand you can take from the garden or anywhere. If you are adding that sand in the water, you will not get any solution. Why? Because sand is not mixing with the water, okay. After some time it will settle down in the bottom of the container. We cannot say sand is getting dissolved. Why? Because it is not mixing into the water. So on the basis of this property, okay, that has been categorized into the two category. Before knowing that, one more example we are going to discuss, that is sand and olive oil. Oil also don't mix with the water, right? And if you are adding the oil, that will always separate. It will make the one layer above the water. That means it is also not getting mixed. On the basis of this property, material can be categorized into two categories on the basis of the solubility. First is soluble substances. The substances which dissolve completely in the water are called soluble substances. For example, salt, sugar, turmeric powder, detergent powder, etc. Okay, that are completely dissolving into the water. Whereas second is insoluble substances. That means that it does not dissolve into the water. If you are adding chalk powder, that cannot be dissolved, okay, sand cannot be dissolved, stone cannot be dissolved. So these are insoluble substances. It is not very tough to understand. I hope you all have understood. Next we are going to discuss what happened to these cold drink bottles. When you used to open this cold drink bottle, some effervescence, some bubbles, you can see it is coming continuously outside. And if you will shake it, then it will come with effervescence. What happened? Some gases is dissolved in this, okay, and mostly carbon dioxide is dissolved. Due to the carbon dioxide, you can see the small bubbles in these cold drink, okay. What it means? It means some gases can be dissolved in the water, like ammonia, carbon dioxide and oxygen. So these are the gases which is dissolved into the water, okay. So this is the example of the mixture of the gas and the liquid, okay. This property help to survive the aquatic animals in the river, pond and sea. Why? Because if the fish is taking, suppose the fish is breathing inside the water, okay, it is taking oxygen, and the oxygen, from where it is taking the oxygen, that oxygen is dissolved into the water. If the oxygen, which is a gas, is not having this property to dissolve into the liquid, then how the aquatic animals will survive in the water? Okay, so this property helps the aquatic animal to survive, okay. Why? Because oxygen can also be dissolved into the water, and in the same way carbon dioxide can also be dissolved. So this is also one property. This different type of solution, we can say the solution in which the solute is gas, okay, and the solvent is water only, okay. So I hope you all have understood this, okay. This was the last topic of this chapter, and I hope you all have understood. This can be asked as the question, give some example of the solution in which the gas is dissolved into the solvent. So example will be cold drink, soda, water, okay, or the oxygen dissolved into the water. These can be the examples. I hope you all have understood, but please, to understand this chapter, please read this chapter again and again. I always request you. So thank you for watching, okay. In the next video we will discuss short question answer of this chapter.